Hello, I'm Penny Orr. It's always seemed a pity to me that when good, experienced teachers retire from the profession, their practical knowledge retires with them and eventually disappears completely. I think it's really important for such teachers to pass on their knowledge as much as possible to the next generation of teachers. Why should each new teacher have to reinvent the wheel on their own? It's for this reason, having recently retired myself, that I've decided to publish a set of practical teaching tips from my own classroom experience on the Cambridge English Teacher site. I've taught English mainly to children and teenagers in state schools in a non-English speaking country, Israel, though I've also recently taught adult academic learners. Of course, your own teaching experience, situation, personality and preferences may be quite different from mine, but I'm sure that many of my tips will be useful in a range of classroom settings, helpful to the inexperienced teachers among you, and hopefully also of interest to the experienced ones. I'll be publishing 10 tips every 6 weeks or so, and each set will have a video introduction like this one. Within the wide range of language teaching issues, the topics I've chosen to deal with are the ones I think teachers may find particularly useful based on my own experience and problems that I've come up against. I begin with lesson beginnings and endings, some ideas on techniques of lesson openings and ways of rounding off a lesson at the end. Then there's interest, ways of arousing and maintaining students' interest. The third is teacher talk, a valuable tool for teaching if used properly. Then there's the topic of teacher questioning in the classroom, ways of making it more effective and interesting for students. The fifth topic is using the board. This includes interactive whiteboards, but it's mainly about white and black boards, which is what most of us use. The next is classroom discipline, a big problem for many of us. Then there's group work, which includes pair work, where it's useful, where it isn't, and how best to organise it. The eighth set of tips deals with teaching a reading text as supplied in most course materials. The ninth is about explaining grammar, and the 10th about homework, different kinds of homework and how to give and check it. In the forum, for each tip, you can simply check on like or not, or you can write your own criticisms or agreements and ideas or questions about anything that doesn't seem clear, or indeed anything else that you want to say. I'll log on to the site at regular intervals and add my own responses to points people have raised. I do hope you enjoyed this section of Cambridge English Teacher and find it useful.